What's up, guys? This is HH Trader back with another live trading session. Today, we see the SPY absolutely dumping from yesterday. I mean, it's just getting annihilated. And we kind of figured that this would happen at some point. It just could not just continue to go up and go up and go up. But wow, what a move down on the SPY. And we also know that the SPY is going to correlate with the larger cap stock. So if we go and look at Tesla, or let's see, Tesla, that was it. Tesla should be going down as well. Okay, it is. Look at that pattern following the SPY. Let's check Amazon. See, Amazon following the SPY. So a lot of the larger caps are going down. So what we hope for today is some potential in the small caps to pop off. And that's what my scanner is set up for those small caps that can really move on the day. And we'll see what we get out of the open. Nothing yet pre-market has popped up, so apparently there's no news that's out pre-market today on the small caps, and I'm okay with that. I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna be patient and look for opportunity. But yeah, definitely suffering in the market today. The SPY is. We have about 10 or 15 seconds to the bell. About to open up. About to open up. Alright, the market is open. Looking for those small caps to pop in. See what we can get after 1 minute. The SPY just going down a little bit more, pop down, but not looking good. We'll see if it'll crack 400 today. See, 400 is pretty much the, well, it's a little bit away from 400. SPY. We're looking for some kind of small cap to pop over on my scanner. Here are my criteria that I'm looking for these low floats. Market cap above $2. Get some volume. Shares outstanding above 15% is what I'm looking for. And we are not seeing that just yet. The SPY looks like it's going to end up attacking these lows with the way that it's falling. Mm-mm-mm. $406, $406.50. Just not looking good, man. Another short, sir. Definitely having a field day. The only good thing to watch for me today was LIXT and not looking good. LXIT. Let's go check that out. LXIT. Yeah. Definitely not looking good. What's the news on it? Let me see the news. No real news on today. There was news yesterday. Microcap virtual conference. Yeah. The market, man, I was thinking, okay, today the SPY is down. Maybe people will come back to the penny stocks, right? But we'll have to see. I'll just be patient and wait. Not looking to just jump into anything. This one does have a low float, but how much is it up? 8%? Yeah, it's got to get more volatile than that. I traded NVVE yesterday around 8%, and it just was trash. NVV right here, man, it was so trash. So I'm just gonna wait until things hit my scanner to really trade it. But I will watch IXT to see if it does pop up on the scanner. Let's go ahead and mark off the daily resistances. We got a little bit of resistance up here at the 458. Got another bit of resistance right here at the 391. We got another bit of resistance. Let's see. Well, I just wait to put any more resistance in. Look on the daily chart. Daily chart, we have a top side up here of the 417s. So you can draw that in for resistance. We have a little bit of resistance, looks like right here at the 373. That may be a little bit off. It got up there and touched that level, 360 level. I have been following my rules quite well lately. Not getting stuck in moves like this. Because, man, I just am tired of losing money on these kind of moves. These choppy moves that don't give any kind of confirmation above VWAP. And by doing that, I'm actually making more money. Even though I'm taking less trades, I'm making more money by following my rules. So I guess I'm decreasing my exposure to the market. This thing is just now getting up to 10% and it's struggling. I don't like it. It needs to be booming out of here. So if we look at the range, this drop was from the 36.64. That was a 30-cent drop on the, or a 30-cent range on the first minute. And then from there, we went from the 46 up to the 60. So down to a 20-cent range. 42 up to the 50s, down to a 10-cent range. 60 to 46. Or 60 to 50 almost. So 10-cent range. We had this pop up. I do not like these wicks here. 55 up to the 70. Yeah, I'm not gonna mess with this one until it pops up on the scanner. It's definitely a low float though. But I don't know if this news can actually push it through. $355. So it has a little bit of a bottom down here at the 43. But at this point, it's just looking weak to me. The 9 is the 341. So let's see if it breaks that or holds that or whatever. Looks like it got down here and tapped the 9 on this one. Get rid of this so we can see our level 2s. Where are the people sitting? We got a big level at the 75. I just really don't like the way this one's setting up. It should have took off with that float of 3.2 million. It's got to have, let me check for shelf registrations. It's got to have a shelf registration to be moving like this. LIXT. Yep, shelf registration for this year. That's why. Okay. That's why it's moving like that. It's uncertainty in the market today. Okay. The float on this is 3.10, 3.59 over at Yahoo. But that shelf registration, man, it's going to work. I can't wait till Charles Schwab. Well, Charles Schwab, I think it was last month. Charles Schwab and TD Ameritrade moved into a building together. Hopefully, they can get started integrating the applications. That would be so sweet. Because I am so tired. On Charles Schwab, I love it because of the hotkeys. But the only drawback that I hate about this is you cannot get the time. You cannot export the times and sales. So if I want to, like literally when I export my trades, all of them export at 12 p.m. So I can't tell how long I actually stayed in a trade. Did I stay in it 5 minutes, 10 minutes? I don't know. Even if I trade like, let's say if I'm trading at 8 a.m., it's still going to export at 12. So that's the only drawback I have with Charles Schwab. Everything else I love. But they could fix that, boy. That would be amazing. Let us export our times and sales. Big drops there on LIXT. Not looking sweet at all. Got plenty of volume, but it's just not what you want to be trading. Going red on the day. So it's definitely not going to make it to my scanner. It's got the 320s down there. 325 is where it's the body of this last daily candle was. So if it breaks that, it's definitely over. Huge drop right there. And this is why we like to be patient. I've been researching new computers, man. I've been looking at desktops, been looking at laptops. I gotta get something new. And but the desktops, they're sold out everywhere. I'm like, oh my gosh, everywhere. I mean, I checked everywhere. Best Buy, Newage, Staples, Office Depot. I mean, iPower, Amazon. They're just sold out. And then on the reviews that I read, the ones that do get sent out are like sent out with missing parts. So I don't want to pay $1,300 for a desktop PC and then it shows up and I'm missing like a graphics card because I'm gonna go to war. That's what's gonna happen. But got to get something new. This computer has definitely put in the work. It is a OG. It's probably older than every computer that my viewers are watching me from, because this computer is from 2014, April to be exact, April 2014. So it is granddad age for a computer life. And I've been having a couple of issues with overheating now that I didn't have at first, but I do know that when it overheats, it does cut down on the lifespan. So I really want to be conscious of that and already have something already pre-selected. Because one of these old days it's going to be over with. Yes, I am comfortable with building my own. The only problem is I looked up the parts have gone up for these computers. And so when I was looking at the CPU, looking at the GPU, looking at all of the hardware that I needed, the prices have been pumped. So that's the only drawback to building your own right now during this time period. It was cheaper like maybe 2 years ago just to do it yourself, but now that the prices are pumping, it's crazy. So yes, I did think about building one myself. And also I've been on the fence whether I want to go with AMD or Intel, the i9 or the AMD 9, I think. Check out PC Part Picker. You can get some awesome ideas and build some monsters for decent prices. I will definitely check that out. I'm serious. I've been hardcore researching since the beginning of this week. I mean, hours and hours, and I'm like looking at everything. So thank you for the link. I will definitely check that out. And actually, I'm gonna put that in my notes so that I can make sure I get that PC Part Picker. Definitely go and check that out right after this stream. Alright, it is 8:45. Are we going to see anything today? It is coming up on 9 o'clock. We should be seeing something over 15% in the low floats, unless people are jumping in. Let's go check out the higher floats and see if people are jumping into like Tesla or Amazon. Did they bounce is the question. Okay, there was a little bit of a bounce. Look at that. Tesla jumped up from the 49 up here to the 58. Nice little bounce. Let's go check Amazon. Amazon, huge bounce from the 3,190. So is that $100 bounce? No. That's not, no. 190 to 206. So like a $10 bounce or something like that. Still, that's some pretty good money. And I couldn't even get one share of this today because I'm trading $1,400. This is a $3,000. Oh my gosh. All right, so let's go. We check Tesla. Is a SPY? SPY did a little bounce. We're just looking for some low float movers, because I do know that on these dips like this, people start buying like Amazon and Tesla at discounted prices, hoping that they go back up, which they probably will, which you saw that they did, especially if you're trading options. SPY is back under VWAP, so we should expect Tesla and them to go back under VWAP as well. Let's see. Tesla making its way back down there to VWAP. Amazon should be doing the same. How far is it away? Got a little push down there. Pretty sure it can break VWAP pretty easy. Waiting, watching, wondering, will we get any penny stock movers? ULBI was one that was moving the other day. Let me go back and look at LIXT. Wow, look at that fade. Up here at the 360s down to the 314s. Glad not to be holding that bag. And it did actually break that support that I put in there earlier at the 322. Wow. It's almost back to the $3 level. I don't think it's going to get back up there though. This is one of those days, might be a neutral day. Nothing pops up. It's like the whole market just looks terrible. Oh my gosh. It's not funny, but it is. It's funny because my money isn't in there right now. That's why it's funny. SPY working its way on down. Short position would be at the bottom, probably at the bottom of this to start entry at the 406.44 would be the start position for a short. Break of the 50. So yeah, letting all that crazy volume get out of there. I wondered now what might happen. Some things may have went into halts out of open. CERC. CERC, what is the news on this guy? Form 4, $2.52. Let's go research this real quick. CERC. Alright, shelf registration for last month or 2 months ago this year. CERC has 40 million in the float, so it's going to be a chopper. And then, so it has 40 million in the float according to FinViz, and then 38.87 in the float according to Yahoo Finance. So it's definitely going to be a chopper. So if you're going to enter it, be careful. Let me add that note to it. $40 million, and then shelf this year. Alright, so we'll save that. There it is. Oops. Make sure it's on there. Okay. So, yeah, definitely not moving big. Let's see from the 40, well, let's see the initial moves. 35 up to the 39, 4-cent move. Then from the 38 up to the 45. There, a Mossy just popped in up here. Low float Mossy. Let's look at the news on it. No news, but it is getting traded very nicely. Just broke the 15%. That's why it's on my scanner. We'll watch it and see if it can give us some pullbacks here above VWAP. I'm not going to trade it up here though. Daily chart resistance. It has daily chart resistance at the 454. 454 there. Alright, so let's get some research done on Mossy. Not about to take a trade before I do the research. Mossy float is 4.04 million. $3.51 million in FinViz. Does Mossy have any shelves? Shelf registration back in 2020. So Mossy, low float mover, about 3 to 4 million in the float. So I'm just gonna put 4 million. 4 million in the float. Shelf last year, 2020. News on today is irrelevant. Not really any news today, so we'll definitely wait for a pullback, see how big this pullback is going to be. Very extended up here, but it is, we can see that it's moving multiple cents. Alright, so let's see, it had a breakout here. We'll see if it can hold out of this level. This will be our support right here at the 419. If it breaks that though, I'll probably give up on it. Want to see it pull back above this 419 level. Looks like it's continuing to push up. I'm not willing to buy up here. Too extended. And this is why I wait on my scanner. It'll give us some opportunities that we may not get otherwise. But I would love to see it come down and test maybe the 450 level. I mean, not the 450, the 9 at least. The 9 is at the 414, so the 25 level maybe. 25 is too low. Where do we want to see it test down? 29 is the top of this one. That may become some support right through there. We will see though. Breaking down. Let's see if it can break the body of this candle of the 53, and then we'll be looking for another setup. Looking for it to break that 53 there. Also, let me go ahead and run my little test and see, make sure I can use what I need to use here. So buy. Okay, I can use that. Alright. Looking for a pullback now. But it is giving opportunities. This was from the 68 up to the 78, 80s. I don't know where that resistance came from. Did I already put resistance on there from some other time? Yep. I put resistance on there from back here when I traded it. So it is getting up big. Up 25%. Looking for a big pullback before I start entering. I'm not even going to play with this one. But that was a entry from the 65 up to the 90s, which is a 30-cent entry. I'm going to look for a pullback though. I want to see a nice pullback here. This is the top. Let's see it break back down this 82 or at least test it. Come on, give us that red. Very small little breakout. Pushing on up. Man, this thing's not playing. $5. Alright, so we want to trade the most dangerous. Well, it's in our face. Alright, let's get ready. Let's get ready to rumble. It is quite extended now. Oh my God. Is this thing going into a halt? I think it just went into a halt. So now I have full equity ready for it to come out of this halt. We'll be looking for an open higher, drop down, and then a nice open back to the top is what we'll be looking for. So hey, here's opportunity, guys. Let's get it. So we got 5 minutes. Let me see what kind of halt this is. Trade halts. Mossy volatility halted at 57.57. 57.57. So it should be opening up at the 10:02. 10:02.57. So we will be ready for this. And this is why I like to wait on those most dangerous stocks, because this is where you can make your money, especially when they're coming out of halts, if it gives us a nice move. But remember, it does have that shelf registration. So we're going to be very smart, very safe. We're waiting for this bad boy to pop. Don't know how much higher it can go, but I am going to try to scalp the top off of a drop. It's going to have to give us a drop first. $9.59. And this is one reason that I like to go and do research. It gives me a little bit more time to think better. Even though this was an entry here at the 65 right there, think about it. I still have full equity on the day to buy dips on the halt, out of the halt. So, and look at the daily chart. It's actually up here at the 15.16, or the, not 15.16, 5.16 at its highs. So this high is the 509. This high is the 516. So definitely, if it opens up higher, we'll definitely be ready to play ball. All right. I see somebody else is joining us. What's up? What's up? We're watching Mossy, watching for out of the halt resumption. It's supposed to be opening up at 10:02, 10:02.57. 10:02.57. So we got 2 minutes. 2 minutes on this one. Most dangerous stock of the day. Whoops. I'm already buying. I hit my hotkey by accident. I'm already ready. Oh boy, glad it was halted. My hands are ready. Fingers too ready. I got a whole minute. I need to calm down. Take a breath. Woo saba. All right, 10:02. We got 57 seconds left. Once it gets to the 10:02, 57 seconds. Let's get ready to play. Boy, my finger, I gotta keep my finger away from this hotkey, bro. I'm ready to hit it. Whew. All right, here we go. $20 seconds. For a higher open and a dip down. 10 seconds. There it is. Dip down. Give us the dip. Buying there. About that dip. Looking for another dip down. If it can give it to us, I'll buy another dip. Over the 30s, I'm looking for entry. 30s. Okay, another dip. Adding there. Looking for a little bit of continuation through the 30s. Come on. 25s. There it is. Added there. Can we get the 30 pop? 30s, 35s, 38s. Buyers coming in. Taking profit there a little bit. Taking profit. Taking. Looking for a push into the 60s. Taking there at the 60. 60s. Struggling at the 60s. Taking a little bit off. Taking. 45 left. Taking. 15. 25 left. Looking for a continued push. Back through the 40s, I have to take off. Looking for that continued push through the top. 50s, taking above the 65 is what I'm looking for now. Okay, 65, 70, popping some off there. 20 shares left. Back through the 50s, I'll take all. See if we can get a pump up. 20 shares left in this thing. Looking a little slow there. Got to pop through this. Okay, nice. Take a little bit there. 15 shares left. Okay, taking off there. Taking all off right there. Looking for another entry. Let's see how far this thing pulls back. I'm all out there. Okay, there's a little bit of a pullback. Back into the 60s is what I'm looking for. 61. I will be sizing down a little bit since I've already taken profit. 45s. Can we get those 61s back on the bid? 61. 50s. 51. 54. Big slam right there. Want to see 60s back on the bid. 61. Can we break into those 60s? 50s. Looking a little heavy there. I don't know about that one. It cracked the bottom right there. Alright, so the top side of this, high of the 56, so definitely a 61. I'll be looking for it to get in. Smaller share size though, I'm not going to play with it too much. 61. Can we see that on the bid? Come on. Work your way up there. 51. 50s. Buying pressure coming up. 61. Can we get it on the bid? 61s. Did not see 61s there. Okay. 57. 61. Added there. Looking for a little bit of a more of a push. Looking for it. It broke into there. But I might have to go ahead and get out quick. It's only 15 shares though, so not super scared of this. Bounce right there. Got my stop already ready to go. Wants to move up. Stop right here, already ready at the 562. Looking for another move up. Back over to 60, I will be adding again if we can get back up there. 40s. Let's see what's the top of this. 61, yeah. 61 entry. Looking for 61 on the bid again for another entry. Getting heavy there. Come on now. May drop here. Get bought up. Got to stay above the 25 to keep me in this one. Okay. Can we get back above the 50s is the question. 51 will be the new spot to watch. 51. Can we get that 51 pop? Gotta break that double top right there. If it can't, it's over. 51. Looking heavy. Gotta get bought up here, and I'm out. If it drops right there, I'm out. This bottom is the 29. 51 is what I'm watching for. $51 on the bid. Can we get it? Looking weak there. It's gonna stop me. Got down there. Did not stop me out there though. Don't know how. I don't even understand how that didn't stop me out. It literally got right down to me. Okay, so I'm gonna be adding over that. Adding right here if it breaks that little top. 51 on the bid is what I'm looking for. Give it to me. 41, 41, 44. It's got to pop. If it comes down, I will be out here. Was looking for the 51, may stop me here. Okay. 51 on the bid. Can we see it? Looking like some buying pressure coming in there. 51 is what I'm looking for. 39s, 41s. Yeah, it's looking kind of weak. Definitely looking weak here. Can we get those 51s in there? Break the 50. 40s. 39s. Got to stay in the 40s on the bid. It's not staying up there. I don't know if I'm going to add to this one. It's just looking kind of spooky right now. May just let this one ride out with the 15 shares. I'm not going to add to this. Can it get that pop back through the highs? Push those shorts out of there. I don't think it can. It's got a bottom right here of this candle of the 23. I'm not adding to this. Don't feel comfortable. Got to get back into the 30s. We do not see the 30s yet. Need a big buying pressure. Buying pressure has to come in. Come on, buddy. The top of this, it has to get all the way back up to the top here of the 45. That's a long way to go. It's 20 cents. All right, 51. Can we see the 51 come back into play? Can it pump back up? 51 is what I'm watching for. Got a nice little bottom here. $51, can we see it? Looking real weak here. Yeah, I don't know, man. I might just let this one ride out with 15 shares. It's looking real weak. If it does go up crazy, I'm not going to add to. It doesn't matter. I let it ride through the top with the 15. But it's got to go if it's going to go. I can't believe it didn't stop me out. I just cannot believe that. I'm going to let it do its thing, though. Entry was at the 62. We got a couple of levels here that have yet to be broken at the 45. So it's looking like it's going to go ahead and fell out here. Yep. Fell out. Continuing to miss me by literally millimeters. I don't understand this. How? It's got to get back into the 30s. Can it get bought up? Can it break the 30s here? Nope. Got a little buying right there. It's too weak. It's going to fail here. It's going to fail out. It's going to fail. If it gets back up, I'm going to decrease my size. I'm going to go ahead and take off up here at the top at the 44. Because I just can't let it go. Can't let it kill me here. It's looking real weak. 20s, 29s. Can we see the 30s? There's the 30s. This is why I'm not adding. I just can't get a read on it. So it either stops me out or goes higher. Can it blast through? Can it blast through there? There's the 30s. Just not looking cooperative. It's got to get through the 33s. 33s. We see the 31s. 33s right there. Ugh. I'm definitely not adding to this one. This one looks nasty. Nasty, nasty, nasty. I'm glad I'm in it, but nah, I ain't gonna play with this. Not gonna play with it. Be fun if it goes into another halt. Looking for the break of the 50. Look at that pullback. Come on now, you got to stay up. Break of the 50. Yeah, it's gonna get it. Getting a lot of action. Just gonna hold what I got. If it wants to stop me out, hey, do what you gotta do, bro. Gotta break that 50 though. '50s. Come on, gotta break it. lot of pressure up there at the 50s, knocking through right there. Nice. All right, let's see if we can, if we can't, let's see, what's the bottom of this? 50, 35. So I'll say the 30s I'll have to get out. That'll save me a little bit of time and effort. Look at this. Come on, man. Give me some time, bro. Chill. Actually, you know what? I'm going to let my stop play out. Since my stop is right here, I'm going to let it play out. See if it can get bought off of that 9. Get back up to that 45. But after this one, this will become the new low, and I will be most definitely getting out after this one. If it can't, if it goes up and doesn't hold this up, I'm definitely out. Let's see, we'll get a surprise buy up here. That 24 area got to be out. 24. This is at the 22. So that's a 40-cent loss on 15 shares. I'm okay with that. Just let my stop loss play out for right now, but that break of the 25 is definitely going to be devastating. So I'll go ahead and put my sell order right there at the 24. If it can't go, I'm out. Not going to play with it. Needs to get back over the 40s quickly. It's above VWAP. I want to see those shorts start to get pushed out. Okay. Got to get bought up on that dip. Got to break this high of the 543 if it can. If it can push up, this will be our all out right here as the 33s there. 33. So we're just decreasing our risk as we go. Got to get back into the 40s strong. Now move it up to the 33s right here at the bottom here. Well, not giving us that opportunity. All right, 24 it is. If it breaks down at 24, I'm out. $28. Okay, that's a nice pop. So we can say, what is this, a 25? 24 is where I'm supposed to be getting out. It got close, but it didn't get me out yet. It's got to pop out of here. 35s, 40s, it's got to get back to the top of this. If it fails this, I'm out. And this is why I was scared. I was hesitant to add at that 51 because it took so long to get moving. So I was like, yeah, I'm just going to play it small here. Not going to play with my soul today. No, 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 devil. Big pullback there. Looking for it to explode down through that 24. Got to get going back up. Blow those shorts out of there. Get back to the 35. Testing the 33s. A lot of buying going through on the tape, but no motion. There's a little bit of motion. Got to get to the 35s. 35, 36 level. Alright, so let's see, what's this? 24. Well, I'm already there. I can't move until it moves off of my stop. Gotta move up here. What's this high? 38. Okay, will it stop me? Yep, out right there. Nice, nice. So yeah, I did have the right call not to add up there at that pivot point. I just did not feel comfortable at all with that adding position. But we do have a bottom here now of the 523. We'll see if it can hold up. VWAP is the next question. We have resistance up here at the 555. All right, and we have a little bit more resistance right here. Past these levels is 923. Only a very little opportunity today on this one. Break down through the VWAP there. Kind of saw that weakness and I was like, yeah, I don't think I want to add here. Did not look good at all. All right, so let's see what my realized gains and losses were on this one. Biggest takeoff, that one was 41 cents in the profit. Lost that 38 cents on that 15 shares. Because I sized down, I did save quite a bit. If I took another 75 shares there, that would have been bad. Okay, TRT, low float moving up. Let me go and do my research while it accumulates some volume. TRT. No shelf registrations. Praise the Lord. All right, 2.06 million in the float according to FinViz. 1.75 million in the float according to Yahoo. So as long as this thing gets some volume, it will be good to go. Not going to trade it yet. Definitely not moving. It's not liquid. All right, so let's put that float in there. I said 1.5, was it? 1.75 to, what was the other one at? FinViz 2.06 in the float. 2.06 million. No shelf registration. What is the news on the day? No real news. It's going to have to stay above VWAP to be interesting. Mossy breaking on down. What's going to hold VWAP? We don't know yet. This one is also losing its volatility. It's about to be off of my scanner if it keeps going down like this. Going to have to see a pullback above VWAP. But it has no news to get that push, even though it is a very, very low float. If y'all are seeing anything else popping up, it doesn't have to be the most dangerous. This scanner is set up for the most dangerous. It could be, you know, any kind of stock. You can drop it in the chat and we'll check it out. Because this thing's got to get volume anyway. Gotta give a pullback above VWAP. Let's look at the daily chart. Daily has a little bit of support at the $6 level. Has to hold that up. So support level at the 6. Then we got another resistance level up here at the 644-ish, which it hit today already. Then we got another resistance level up here at the 761. It looks a little off. Let me make this bigger so I can actually see. Okay, 750 level. Oh, wait. And yeah, that's pretty much everything marked off. So we're watching wow, it went down while I was just talking. TRT got to get back above VWAP. Got to get some more volume. Mossy going down. What was that other one that you had called out earlier? I think it was LITX, LIXT. Is it coming back up? Nope. All right. So yeah, we can just see if TRT is going to get a pop back up above VWAP. It is getting quite the downwards movement though. Oh wow. Time I said downwards movement, it's like it hurt me. It's like, yes sir. Alright, so it has a bottom down here of the 570, and then it has a top right here of the 570. So this could become support. We'll see right through here. It's got to get above that level and above VWAP. I think I don't know how much I'm up. I'm up just a little bit today. I was expecting that halt to go a little bit higher. I would have added, but you know, due to circumstances, that couldn't go through. This one just does not have any recent news to really give me the indication that it wants to go. Has a nice little level up there at the 610, may become resistance. Then it has a double top at the 615 almost. 615 right through there. Getting a little pump right there. Looking to get above it. Wow, that was a slam down off the 9. Hit the 9 and slammed. Mossy fading off of the 5. Fading further and further away from it. I am going to be following my rules and closing up at 10 a.m. today. I do have to go and do other work today, but I'll let this, if this 900 has to roll over to the next day, it's whatever. If something explodes after I go off, oh well, I ended the day green. Looking like it wants to, wow, wowzers. Why do we wait on volume? I think I actually changed this setting as well. In my settings, I think I increased the or decreased the volume, I believe. Let me see. In my here criteria, I think yesterday my volume was set at I think it was 600 or 700, something like that, just to make sure that things are getting volume before they come on the scanner, because I don't want to get baited into something and get straight annihilated. Mossy is back up to 5. Has a very strong trend against it now. So we got a trend line going down. Got about 30 minutes left on the stream. If anything wants to pop up and pay me, hey, let's get it. If not, oh well. That was a messed up trend. There it is. Got to start holding out of this trend and get back above VWAP to be viable. We have seen nothing else during. Wow, TRT got to get back above VWAP, making moves up, but got to get back above VWAP as well. See, as soon as it made that move, it popped up on my scanner, but it went straight back down. So that other one that I traded was NVVE that I made some money on. Nasty chart today, nasty. I usually try not to trade anything that's red on the day as a long in the penny stocks because we're already in the trash can. Its natural motion is downward. So why would you buy something going down? We're already in the trash can. It can only go lower. That's my mindset. Like, it can only go lower. I want to see it green on the day. At least it's trying to get out the trash can. Oh boy. You know what? I'm gonna go to 10:30. I'll give it another hour. That's what I'll give it. Cause I want to get ready for work, but it ain't gonna take me nothing but like 5 minutes maybe. Cause there's gotta be something else. Gotta be. I don't know. Making all these decisions on stream is hard, man. You see opportunity, take a little bit of profit. You want to continue throughout the day. But as I continue to build this account, I won't need to go to that job. So it's like, be patient, work it up. Plus, I need to get some capital for a whole new computer and a bunch of parts. Because MSEC gave me that nice link. I'm going to go and buy everything on that link. No, I'm kidding. I'm going to go look, though. TRT getting choppy around that area. So I guess we could say the range is from the 540s up to the 644 right now. Mossy is trying to get break this trend here. $490. Looking, is this support here at the what is this, the 487? Looks like it wants to crack it. Nope. Going lower. So the 490s is kind of trying to hold. Support. 490 level. This one also has a small trend line, or a steep trend line. Like for it to give it some movement up before I try to mark a trend line though. It's kind of hard on this. $4.90 becoming resistance right there. Remember, this one did have it did have a shelf registration last year, so it may act a little funny. A lot of work to get back to the top though. Popped out of here from the 419 all the way up to the 574s. The thing is, we only literally scalped the top here. So the very top of this 5-minute candle is what we scalped, which is crazy because that's usually how it goes as a scalper. You're not gonna catch a lot of this move, but you can capitalize, especially once you get to the account size where you can size up. But also with bigger profits, you can get those bigger losses on these kind of drops. Will we get... I don't know, man. If it hits 10 o'clock and we don't see anything, I'm going to be impatient. Impatient. I'm an impatient trader. I am. Trigger fingers are always itching, but I'm very, very impatient. Trying to hold up that 90. I don't know, man. I really just hope that TRT can get a little bit of a push. I don't know what kind of... Let me go and look up the actual news for this, because it can get so volatile. And did I even check this? Let me check this. Can I use stops out here? Yep. So we'll be ready to go if we can get back over VWAP. The 543 is where it's kind of should hold up. We'll see. I'm going to look at the news for TRT real quick. TRT. What do you have going on in your company? All right, third quarter net income increased by 4 cents per share versus 2. Reports second quarter net income 3 months ago. So it's 5 days ago. It did get a little bit of making a little bit more money per share, but I mean, is that it? Company outlook. Historical data may be something. Nah. Sustainability. What is this? Oh, I guess I can bring y'all over here since we're waiting on this thing to make a move. Let's see, which one is it? Let me make sure I have it up. Okay, there it is. Alright, so we can come over here and look at this real quick. Alright, so this is what I'm looking at over here with Trio Tech. It just doesn't have like super good news. You know what I'm saying? Trio Tech. We can see that it's overvalued. According to Yahoo Finance, overvalued. So I don't know. Maybe seeing some falls there. Little excitement. How should investors react to Trio Tech? What did it do? Is all of it just financial? Is it doing anything to change the world? Apparently not. Oh well. Back over to Street Smart. Let me turn that off. Browser off. Back over to Street Smart Edge. I'd love for this thing to get some volume, get back through that VWAP heavy. That would be a monstrous move on a one, and I'd definitely be able to size in on it as well. You can get some liquidity. Does have a little bit of a bottom trend here that is trying to keep up. Let's see, from right here, looks like right here through that area. So we'll see if it can hold that trend up and start to get up. Has a little micro trend in here as well. Support. Right through here. But it's a little steep. Might need to start from here. Can it hold above that? We don't know yet. We'll see though. Mossy, what are you doing? Still failing. Mossy just trying to stay around at 490 on his last legs. I'm expecting a dive down on Mossy, to be honest. Has no news and a shelf registration. $6.15 is probably the level that it needs to test. Up here, $6.15. Alright, so I really don't see any other reason to purchase that. Mossy trying to break out of that trend. It's got to hold up the 90s. It will pull back above VWAP, start going higher maybe. Getting a little pump. 508 may become resistance here. Right here at the top. See if it'll blast through that 508 and start to hold it. It's definitely struggling. A lot of shorts accumulating right here. We'll let that one get back above VWAP. TRT, it's got to get back above this little trend line. It's like it wants to break it. I'm just going to use this trend line and see if it stays above it. Alright, Mossy, can we get back above VWAP? It has kind of lost its volatility though. It was moving big over here from like the 16 up to the 39, and now look at it, barely moving 10 cents. What is this, the 95 up to the 505? Gotta start holding this level up here, the 509. Cracking that $5, got to get back over the 5. May see a flush if it can't. 490 will probably be the flush spot for this one. 490. Well, it does have a double bottom at the 89, but 490 will definitely take the soul of it. Break that 90 and get that flush. $95, $94, $93, $91, $90 flush. Can we get it? Okay, bounced off the 90. So that is a significant level of support right there. May not be able to just go straight through it. A lot of selling over here, a lot of action at the 90, buying at the 93, 92. Yep, getting bought off of that 90 right there. So the 90 is kind of holding. Now it just needs to get back above VWAP. The VWAP is moving down. The more volume we get down here, the VWAP will drift towards it. But if it fails to break this high, it's definitely going to go back and break that 90. So let's put that as resistance. 5, oh boy, that's close. 506 area. Alright, let's go look at TRT. TRT, can we get back above VWAP? It hit our trend line. It's got a little bit of volume. Top side is a 595 there. That may become resistance. We'll see if it can hit that and hold it. Start to hold over, at least get a pullback above that 95 area. Yeah, Mossy's got a lot of work to do. It broke the 90 right there. Will it break it back into this trend? The bottom here is the 77. It's 20 cents, 20-cent flush to the bottom. Right there. A lot of struggle. TRT going back down there, open this new candle below that trend, so I'm expecting it to give us a dip down to the 543. Has a top here of the 82s, which may become more resistance right there. So it's got to cross this resistance line, VWAP, and possibly hit the 615, get rejection, and pull back above VWAP. Okay, Mossy bounced off of the 90s again. So that 90 area is holding up for it. Starting to get a little trend going itself upward. Let's see what we got here. This trend is doing like that. So, question is, will it break back into this old trend, or will it continue? Will it give us a pullback above this new trend? 505's got to break that VWAP. VWAP is at the 511. That one just is not moving at all. All right. Rejection off the VWAP right there. So we have a little bit of resistance at the 14, the 15 really. 15 level. Giving a little bit of a pullback there. Still don't trust it. I would like to see some consolidation up here before it breaks that 550. If it's going to break that 550. Got to get up and start holding that 11. Need to see the 511 on the bid and moving higher. 509, 510. Come on, 11s. We need to see 11s over here. 10, 9, no 11s. It's probably going to drop if it can't hold that 11. 9, 8, 7s, 6s, back up to 7. So it's got to hold that 11 on the bid and the tape. Glad I'm not stuck in that trade like I was the other day on NVVE. Took a trade like that under VWAP. It was just sitting there. I mean, it went up, but it took entirely too long. Definitely not a scalp. It was more like investing. So it failed VWAP once. It's going to have to get over this level of the 15 or 16 and start to hold. All right, will it break our trend line here? Looking like it's pushing down. Will it break the 90s? It took all day to hold the 90s. And now it looks like it wants to crack it again. '95s. Are we going to see the 94s? We start seeing 94s. We got to get ready for a drop. 95s. 93s, 92s, it's about to drop. 91s, getting punched. 90s getting punched again. Bouncing off the 90s yet again. There must be a big buyer down there at the, at the 90s that we're not seeing. Okay, this one's gapping up a little bit. Last close was the 567, went up there to the 580. Love to see it get a little bit more liquid along this trend line, get some pops up. Will it blow through the 90s? Getting bought off the 90s again. That's crazy. So this is a true trend line here. It is following this trend line. It's tested it 1, 2, 3 times and it's held up against it. Gotta see it above VWAP now. '96, '97s. Will we get back to the 5? Will the 5 become resistance as a whole dollar level? I think so. 90s, will it finally break the 90s here? 89s, kind of got through the 90s, got bought up there again off the 90s. Somebody's accumulating shares down here. Somebody is accumulating major shares, and what I think they're going to do is this is their stop out right here, and they're just accumulating shares here at the 90s. They're risking 20 cents for the move back up. Let's see it get back above VWAP. Since they have accumulated all their shares, our job is to ride the momentum of this movement after they accumulate, if it goes in their way, whoever's accumulating down here at the 90s. Going on up there, TRT up to 800,000 shares traded. We want to see it get a little bit more liquid. Get across that VWAP. Actually, shouldn't it be popping back on my scanner soon? Yep, it should be on my scanner soon. So we won't have to continue to go back over there like that. We'll see it here. Okay, the 90s looking like they want to fail through. It has now broken the trend here, broken under this trend, and the trend is becoming resistance. So let's see if it breaks the 90. Yeah, definitely getting tight there. I just want to see it flush through the 90s. Alright, trying to get back up there above this trend line. See if it can give a pullback above the trend line. Maybe trying to get up there. Let me also go check TRT. TRT, man, this slow moving stock, man. Get up. Hey, it just got up. It's going to pop up here any second. There it is. TRT finally on our charts. Above VWAP, but not volatile or not liquid at all right now. Still interested in it though. Okay, got up there again to VWAP, fell hard through that through this trend line, checked off of it again. May be coming back above VWAP here. But we've got to see a pullback above these levels, because now it has two levels of resistance, the 510 and then right above that the 515. right there. 1, 2. All right, TRT up to 16%, back under VWAP. Come on, man, you got to get more liquid than that. It's about to disappear. Yep, there it goes. So the 90s have held up multiple times here. Can we get back above VWAP? Actually, now we can move this trend. That's a little far. I don't like that. I'll take this one though. This is a little micro trend to see, or it's actually a pennant. Pennant is where you have a uptrending trend line, and then you also have a downtrending. You want to see which way it's going to break, up or down. TRT jumping back up there. I'm very interested in this one because this one can get volume. It can make some monster moves today. We'll wait and see though. Alright, so it is breaking to the upside on the pennant right there. It's got to hold out of the pennant though. VWAP is at the 510, pulling back into the pennant. Will it re-challenge the bottom here? Is the question. If it breaks back down through that $5 level, it's not gonna look good. Looking like it's getting bought up a little bit. I don't trust it at all. There's the 11. Now can we get the pullback above VWAP, and can we start getting some momentum up? Not gonna buy it yet, waiting for the pullback confirmation above VWAP. Where was that resistance that I put up here at first? There's a little bit of resistance at the 536. Right there. Then there was a triple top there at the 45. A lot of resistance. Which way does it want to go? This topping tail does not look good. It needs to stay green on this candle. Gotta switch to green here to prove strength. There it is. Closing up in 3 seconds. So all it needed to do was close this one green. We did not want that topping tail to be red. Now, can we get a pullback above VWAP? It's broken out of the pennant. We're not even going to worry about this one anymore. As long as it's above VWAP now, is what we're looking for that pullback. Alright, Mossy, you're looking good. Can we get that pullback? Oh boy. Needs to hold up either the 516 or the 510 here. That one faded. Big topping tail, red topping tail there. See if it can give us some downwards movement then. Topping tail does not look good here. It's going to have to hold up VWAP. Last bottom was down here at the 492. All right. So definitely broke out of this trend. Okay. Can we hold VWAP? Breaking down VWAP right there, not good. No confirmation right there. This one broke down pretty hard too. Alright, Mossy getting bought up there. This bottom I could use as an out, but I don't like the way that that candle just opened up. 27 27 looks like a nice spot to be in. Let's play it. 27, see if we can get it. See if we can stay above VWAP though. Do I want to see? I could jump the gun, get in at 27, but this confirmation was it broke VWAP here, right? But now this one is looking a little bit better. This one is looking a little bit better. So a break of that 26, I'll definitely be looking for a little entry there. See if it can continue higher. Okay, it's tried 1, 2, 3 times to go down. If it can hold this up, this 508, it will be looking quite nice. At 26 is the spot for me. Getting hammered right there a little bit. Ooh. Wow, I was looking at the 26, but it's got to hold up. So I think I am going to look for that break of the 27, 28 level, because I just don't trust this one. 27s. Can we get the 28s up there? $28s on the bid is what I'm looking for. Wow. Got blasted. Gee whiz. Staying above VWAP, but man, look at that push down. So yeah, not looking too healthy right there. Still holding up VWAP though, so has not lost all of the hope yet. Well, at least we're still safe. See, when I see struggle, so let's say this setup right here, it has a 2 red bar drop, right? I wanted it to break immediately. It struggled for 2 more candles to break this. So I was like, okay, well, I'll just take the next breakout. And guess what? It couldn't do it. It was a fake out. So that's why I'm safe right now. Pulling back off of VWAP again. We're gonna have to see another pullback above VWAP. That's what I want to see. Not gonna play with it. Even if it shoots right now, we want to see a pullback completely over VWAP for confirmation. So I'm still looking for that 27, maybe the 28 on the bid. How many shares can I get of this as well? Let me see. 978. Woo! Look at that one. All right, let's see. 28. Type that in. $9.78. So I get 185 shares. Definitely not going to go all 185 on this one with the way it's moving. Insane move right there. Let me go check on TRT. Is it coming back up? Ugh, it's looking so trashy down there. Now this one has another trend that it's got to break. Spent all that time breaking the first trend right through there. Then that bottom trend that it had was, let's see, looks like it's coming to break it anyway, right through here. So now it has a downwards pennant. The majority of the sentiment looks like it's downward. So we'll see if it breaks that. Cracking the $5. Will it break the 490s? 490s is where it held up forever. Anyway, on the 5-minute, it does not look appetizing anymore. Very, very big descending signals right there. So, got a lot of work to do. TRT, just not looking good. Nothing else really gave me any opportunities today in the low floats. Definitely be waiting for some low floats with some news, because that would be so much better. Not have to scalp so quickly off the top. We can get some continuation on those halts. So it has failed VWAP 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. Alright, 10:30 is coming up. I will be shutting down at 10:30. I cannot go any longer than that. $6 is the point right there to beat. $6 level. So if you're going to continue trading, there's a level right there, right at the $6 level for TRT if it can get some volume. Mossy, I believe it's going to go ahead and break down that 5. It's kind of flatlining. So I lost $7 yesterday. I probably made it back today. Let me look at my balance. Yeah, made that back. I wanted more, but no opportunities. So what do you do when the market isn't giving you opportunities? Do you force trades? Do you do things stupidly? No. You just watch. Watch for your rules. Alright, coming back down to that 5. I believe it's going to break that 5. I guarantee you this thing's going to take a dive. It just looks like a diver. Looks like it has its scuba clothes on. Scuba suit. Alright. So it's holding up that little trend line, but can it defeat this overall trend line now? That's what it's got to get out of right here. Mm-hmm. 10 minutes left on the stream. I wonder, are the bots waking up now? The algorithms. Is it gonna get real crazy out here? 5:10. Uh-oh. Bots are woke. Uh-oh. We're trading against computers now, y'all. Y'all taking trades now. You got people still trading, but definitely a lot of computers. Okay. $5.80. Gotta get back up to that 6. Definitely be watching that. Trying to get out of this pennant again. Gotta get the pullback above VWAP. Cannot get out of that pennant. Struggling to get out. Wow. Less struggle now. This candle closes red. That is a big sign of weakness. Alright, so can we get the pullback here? Nice, nice. We are above VWAP. Got our night. We're out of our pennant now. Top of this candle is the 19, so I'm looking for the 25. Can we get the 25 in here to play ball? That's a $0.25 break. 26. Let's look for the 26. Or will it break down VWAP? VWAP is still at the 511. Hasn't moved. $25s. Let's see. Has not given a pullback yet. Broke the pullback. This bar has got to end red. If it ends green, I don't want it. Yep, ended green. I don't want it. Got to do a pullback here. Even if it goes, it'll just go without me. Looking for the pull. BOSC. BOSC. What's the news on this one? NASDAQ trading halt. Blah, blah, blah. Got to get some more volume as well. Getting all the way down here. Got sold into by the shorts. Is now under VWAP, so I'm not interested in that. We'll see if it can come back above VWAP, but right now, Mossy It's got to finish one of these bars red is what I'm looking for. Still not interested. Got to give me a red. Hold up that 510. 513, 512. Tap the 10, under the 10. See, this is why we wait for confirmation. Alright, so Bosk. Got to get all the way back over VWAP. Don't know why it took that run up, but it took it a long time to get up here to where we could see it on my scanner. Financial results, release financial results, blah blah blah. Let me go and look this up. BOSC. Shelf registration for 2020 and 2019. BOCS. We have float of 3.91 million. And yeah, float of 4.21 million at Yahoo Finance and 3.91 million at FinViz. So I'm just gonna put in there, add a note. Float is, let's just say 4 million with a shelf 2019 and 2020. Alright, there's our note. 4 million shelf 2019 and 2020. Alright, back up here to Mossy. Will it give us a pullback above VWAP? It continues to crack VWAP. Topping tails just looking very, very bad here. The 26 is still an interesting area for me though. This is the micro trend that it actually broke out of, and then this is the overall trend, and it continues to break down this VWAP. We have 4 minutes left on the stream, and I will close it down. Getting a low here of the 506. Will it break the bottom side of the pennant? Here's the overall pennant here. Okay, well, 3 minutes left. In these last 3 minutes, I'll go over our realized gains and losses. So this is how it closed up today. Biggest winner was 41 cents out on Mossy, then 37. I was taken all the way up. And then the biggest loser was 38 cents on those 15 shares, which was like nothing. But yeah, got to close it up today. Just growing the account little by little every single What? Who's this? TAIT. What's the news on you? Form 10Q. I'm going to go and do my research real quick. TAIT. A float of 2.98. No shelf registration. Float of 2.98. 67 2.98, so about 3 million in the float with no shelf registration. Add that note. About 3 million, no shelf. Alright, definitely not volatile enough for me to be trading it. Maybe it'll go up later on in the day. It is above VWAP, so it's got potential. But yeah, not liquid enough for me. So anyway, like I said, 10:30 or actually 11:30 Eastern. I know I keep saying that, but I'm an hour behind Charles Schwab's time. Alright, so if you're gonna continue to trade, be careful, be safe, and I will be back in the mornings or in the morning tomorrow. And as always, trading is risky. Protect your account, and peace out.